Hello, everyone. I'm John Niederhauser at Living Hope Church, and it's my privilege to bring you a midweek devotion. Last month, the National Football League conducted their annual draft of college football players. Each team, in turn, gets to select some players that they would like to add to their roster. One such player selected receives a special award. It's kind of a humorous award, and it's called Mr. Irrelevant. It goes to the very last person selected in the draft. This year, a player by the name of Tay Crowder out of the University of Georgia was the very last person selected, and he was selected by the New York Giants. He's given a trophy called the Lozman Trophy, which is a spoof of the true Heisman Trophy, which is given to the most valuable college player each year. Also, he's given a jersey, an NFL jersey, with the number 255 on the back, which signifies he was the 255th player selected and also the last player selected. Well, can you imagine getting tagged with this type of title? I don't know if I would like it. There may be times in all our lives where we do feel irrelevant or maybe unimportant or unappreciated. Maybe we didn't receive credit that you thought you deserved at work. Or you may feel that what you're doing is not being appreciated by other people. Well, in God's eyes, none of us are irrelevant. We all have purpose and are very significant to Him. We all have value. God made us to reflect His image. You were loved in heaven before you were even born on earth. God knows us. He knows us well. In the Gospel of Luke, it even says that the very hairs on our head are numbered. We all have great value to Him. And because of that, He's got a plan for our life. One of my favorite verses concerning a plan for our lives is in Jeremiah 29:11. And that reads as follows: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." When I started college, I had kind of two goals in mind. I wanted to be an elementary teacher, and I wanted to become a Big Ten football referee. Well, as time went on, neither of those two things came to fruition. God had other plans for me. He had a different roadmap. I eventually graduated with a secondary degree in mathematics and a coaching minor. And for the last 35 years, I taught high school mathematics and was a football and track coach. God knew that I could have a larger impact for Him by working possibly at the high school level than the elementary. And I'm glad that I followed that roadmap that He had laid out for me. If you have joined God's team by believing in Christ as your personal Savior, you are already set apart to make an impact. It might be at your home, or maybe at school, or at your workplace, or in the community. You too can be a difference maker. I challenge you this week to reach out to someone, either by email or maybe a phone call, and just provide some encouragement. Right now, I think we could all need a pick-me-up. Our nation is going through some kind of tough times right now, and a word of encouragement, I think, could go a long way. So I would urge you to step out in faith. Let people see Christ through you. This is God's plan. This is God's promise. All our lives matter to Him. May you feel God's peace today. Have a great week.